kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Back in, cuts to his forward, take the shot, he scores!
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Glenn McFerrin from Peters Township High School and my counterpart, Al Lopez. We're here for the Lady Indians soccer game against Upper St. Clair Panthers. So, big game today, Al. It's game number 3 with both teams coming in undefeated, but a big section game early in the year, don't you think?
Yeah, no question about it, Glenn. And it's interesting that they have this matchup so early this year. Usually I think they have this scheduled for the last section game, but I believe this is the second section game for each team here. So this will have a lot to do with how things play out in the section the rest of the way.
Yeah, always a big rivalry, and I think we've split most years, going back and forth the past few years.
I think that's right. We definitely split last year. Two very competitive games, two very competitive teams, and I think everybody expects the same out of the Indians and the Panthers this year.
Yeah, and when you look at Peters brought a lot of people back, missing a couple key players from last year's team, but had a lot coming back. St. Clair has a lot of new players, but, from looking at the introductions and their warm-ups, there's a lot of talent that comes up, even from the younger ranks for St. Clair.
Oh, there always is, Glenn. Both programs just sort of restock. So, I would think this will be a very competitive game, and I would think both teams are going to be right around the top of the section, and have a good chance at a run in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, so this will sort of set the tone, I think, and it'll be interesting to see which team comes out, more aggressive, because these games always have some jitters, and girls excited to play in this one.
They do. There's a lot of familiarity between these teams and between the players. A lot of them play on cup teams together in the spring, so that makes for a more competitive, more intense game most of the time.
Yeah, and I know you know a lot of the Beadling girls, and you know some of the Century girls as well. And
Sure.
I know quite a few of the Century girls, so it is fun to watch them battle each other again. So Peters gets on the offensive early, and there's a nice job earning a corner.
It looks like Sarah Heisinger got in and was able to win a corner kick for the Indians. And I think it's Rachel Raber stepping up to take that corner kick, so an early opportunity for Peters.
Yeah, this would really get them off to a good start, wouldn't it? Some of these set pieces when you can score early sort of sets the tone.
Absolutely.
Looks like a good ball. Got a shot at it. It's bouncing around in there. Can't quite get a
CC Scott got a foot on it, but a lot of traffic, too much traffic to make it through.
Okay, that's a good pressure by Peters. Nice save there by Jill Rocco, who's a really good goalie for St. Clair. I believe she's going to Akron to play next year.
Good Division I program. That's just an example of the talent out there for both teams.
Yeah. All right, so Mia controls it, sends it in. St. Clair gains possession. Goes to midfield. Kayla has it. Over to, I think that's Casey, right?
Breyer.
Yeah. Ball's played back up top to Heisinger. Heisinger turns.
Good to see Peters find Heisinger's feet early there, Glenn.
Yeah.
Always good to be able to find your forwards' feet and get them in the game, get them some early touches.
And when you say that, as opposed to just a long ball that you have to run under and try to gain control of?
Right. It's great if you can mix those two things in. Makes it much tougher to defend.
Yeah.
But as a forward or really any position player, you want to get the ball at your feet a couple times in the beginning of the game, get those first touches out of the way, get those jitters out of there.
Yeah. So a nice little run by St. Clair here. They did a nice job at midfield.
That's Mackenzie Dupre crossing the ball over there.
That ball's going to the corner. Kayla gets it out to Is that Casey over there?
Yep, good play by Kayla to find Breyer.
All right, and that's off of St. Clair. So good transition there. Gained about 50 yards. Now we got to throw in, maybe get something going here.
Yeah, Peters handled that first Upper St. Clair probe into their end very well.
St. Clair gains control.
Little space for Madeline Hujak there, and she switches it over.
She looks quick with the ball, too. So it looks like St. Clair's going to have a lot of quickness that we're going to have to match up with.
Hujak back on the ball again.
Oh, that's a nice ball into the corner.
This is Worrell chasing this down. Mia Gentile confronts her. Ball back to Dupre. Looked like she was trying to hit a one-time shot there.
Ooh.
Tough ball to hit.
That can go a little high. St. Clair did a pretty good job there, but I think we probably gave them a little too much room to work with, I thought there. We got to pressure the ball a little bit more, or they're going to get opportunities.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like we gave them a bit of a cushion there within shooting range. And St. Clair certainly has some firepower and some girls that are able to hit those shots. So I think we will want to tighten up a bit back there.
All right, so a throw in for Peters. We're 4 minutes into the game. This is Peters Township versus Upper St. Clair in a big section game early in the season from Peters Township High School. Good day for soccer, too.
Beautiful
Probably
day.
About 70 and mostly sunny.
It's nice when the sun is behind the clouds if you're out there on the field. Carson Bogan for St. Clair heading that on.
I usually try to schedule these games where I announce Al when it's going to be raining or chilly out so that I can get inside.
That is a veteran move, Glenn. Expect nothing different.
Well, that's a good battle right
Marvin
there. Great
wins
job
that ball,
by
see if she
Jill
can push it ahead.
And a cross, but St. Clair played that nicely.
Yeah, cross eaten up by Eva Rankin there and played away, but Peters down in St. Clair territory. Marvin again gets the touch ahead of Dupre, and Rankin again clears that out of bounds.
So the more soccer I watch, Al, the more I notice a lot of times there's a play that leads to possession, and it might end up leading to a goal a few minutes later. And what Jill Marvin just did a couple of minutes ago is still the reason why we have the ball down in their end. I'd like to see us convert.
That's absolutely right. Those little battles, they may not look like much, but Peters has probably had the ball more than St. Clair here, and they're winning some 50-50 battles.
Yeah.
That's allowing them to keep control of the ball.
All right, so Rocco will start with the goal kick here. You're right. These are the balls that help decide games if you can win these balls in midfield.
Absolutely.
It's like a little pull there on St. Clair.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Brooke Offerman took that out of the air for the Indians. Looks like Brooke is playing a defensive midfield position or a number 6.
is that further back than she's played in the first couple games? I thought I saw her up top maybe a little bit more.
I think she got some time a little higher, and
good
she
ball
may
here. We got
still,
a chance here. That was a great ball by Rachel.
It was. I think was that Marvin running onto that.
Yeah,
getting ahead. But
I think Breyer was up there as well, and Hannah was mixing it up in there, I believe.
Yeah, very good restart though.
So there's another battle. Looks like Peters got the benefit of that one. Oh, that's a nice job there.
Good tackle by Offerman. Peters gets the call. They'll have another restart and another chance for Raber to drop this one behind the back line.
Oh, that's a pretty good spot too. I think this is a real scoring opportunity from here because Rachel can, put it right in the box.
No question. No question.
I just hope it's not too far.
St. Clair holding the line at the 18, so there's some space to run into there.
And she plays it in the box. Looks like an opportunity. Heisinger gives chase, but somehow that ball goes all the way through. Yeah, I'd like to take that one over again. We got to get a piece on it somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's a dangerous ball. You'd certainly like to see Peters get a touch on that.
Yeah. So tough spot for St. Clair to throw in. I'd like to have us keep the pressure on here. There's
Hannah tries a one-timer.
Little high. That'd be 3 points on Friday night,
Left
but
foot.
It's worth nothing today.
Always worth a shot to test the goalie early and
Yep.
from far out there. Not a bad idea at all by Hannah. And there she is winning that ball.
Yep, good job.
And Cece Scott with an excellent win there. She paid a bit of a price. She's back up.
So Cece had a nice year last year, but I'll tell you, the first few games this year, it's just more confidence and strength, and she looks really good out there.
I agree. She definitely has, grown and gotten stronger, and certainly worked on her game, and it's very, very evident. She's been a force out there.
Yeah, we talked earlier about, Peters did lose a couple key players last year, and one was in the middle, and there was, question of, can we replace Natalie Daub, and, I think Cece's done a good job of that, and that's a tough one to replace.
Absolutely. Natalie was a stalwart for years, just an excellent player. I believe All-State last year. If she wasn't, she deserved to be.
Yeah.
There's a nice ball over the top by Hannah.
See if we can get that to stay in. Well, we'll take that.
Okay. Breyer chases her down, and Rankin clears it out of bounds again. So again, Peters with a pronounced territorial advantage.
Oh, that was a good little thought there by Breyer with the cross, but Rocco made a nice save on it. So St. Clair tries to carry up the left side. They play it back into the middle. They seem to always want to get to the ball to the middle and then go from there.
There's Scott with couldn't track that one down. That one ran away too fast. So
Minert carries it towards midfield, plays it down the right-hand side. Pretty nice ball. Ball might stay in for a while. Ooh, let's see what we have. Kayla kicks it out. It does stay in, but then it goes off of Peters.
Breyer does a nice job of working back and getting the first touch, but can't quite corral that.
All right, so St. Clair's deep into Peters' territory, into the box, and the cross does not quite make it.
And that's Carson Bogan, St. Clair's center forward, or number 9 here in the early going.
Have there been other Bogans from St. Clair that name sounds familiar?
There have. I believe Carson is the third daughter of Lynette and Pat Bogan.
It's always interesting how there's, a lot of times when there's one in a family, there's multiples in a family. Sort of like the Lopez family in Peters Township.
Well, I think we've got more Lopez families, but you of course tend to hear names over and over again.
All right, so I've always liked this play. I think especially in the girls' game, if you're up there, get an extra attacker up top, have the goalie take a hit. If they get the ball, they're not scoring from their own 30-yard line. Right?
Absolutely, and I like it for other reasons too. Like two hands in the back there, not helping Offerman be able to track that head ball down. Here comes Bogan back.
They're in a good position here, and there's a nice cross. Gentile did a nice job of getting in the way there. And it'll be
Raber
cleaned up by Sawich.
Raber able to contend with Bogan there. So Sawich is getting a little bit involved here, Glenn. She hadn't been real busy for the first 10, 12 minutes of this game, and Pat brought her up to take that restart, which also serves the purpose of getting her in the game a little bit.
That's probably tough for a goalie to, if you don't get much action in the first couple games, to figure out when you got to be aggressive against a team like St. Clair.
It really is.
On the back of the net.
It is, and it takes some time to get your communication down and your rapport with your defenders, and if you're not put under pressure, there's some things you have to work out.
All right, so St. Clair throws it in. Gentile ends up gaining possession, sends it back into the St. Clair end. We'll take that. St. Clair seems to play I think it's on purpose, maybe a conservative game. Is, hey, let's clear everything out, make them throw it, make a play.
Yeah. Their center backs are not messing around with it back there. There a lot of one-time balls clearing and ended up in throw-ins for Peters.
All right, so St. Clair has it. There they go, playing it back into the middle. They really like to do that. They swing it. Stolen by St. Clair, or by Peters.
Looks like that's
St.
Matty
Clair gets
Schwager into the game for Peters, playing on the left flank there.
That was good hustle by Matty, I thought. Really put some pressure on them, and it ends up with a Peters throw around the 30.
Yeah, she read that well. Macy Trax into the game for Jillian Marvin. Looks like Schwager replaced Casey Breyer. And that's a sub-pattern that we've seen.
Oh, what'd they call over there? Goal kick?
No,
corner. Here we go.
Peters won the corner. I think it was Heisinger again.
Okay, so our second set piece. Let's see if we can convert to this one. All right, so for those just joining us, we're at Peters Township High School. Big section game between the Peters Township girls and the Lady Panthers from Upper St. Clair. We have 26 minutes left in the first half of a pretty evenly played game, I'd say, so far. Raber with the corner. It's in a good spot. Oh, looked like Minert got a piece of that. Nice job.
That was a great clear by Minert.
Gentile sent it back in, but
St. Clair had defended that with all 11 players
plenty
out
of
there.
room. Okay, Kayla over to Rachel. Rachel sends it into the middle. Looks like Cece's back in there.
Yes, she looks like she is playing an offensive center midfield
so they moved
position
her up.
here.
Maybe.
I think so.
Okay, here come the Panthers. Good job getting back and helping.
Schwager gives her a bump and then Stuck cleans it up.
Let's get some speed. Go, Macy, go.
Macy Trax chasing
good
Mackenzie
job forcing
Dupree.
that.
Nice play by Brooke Minard over there to settle it down.
Oh, we got a shot here. Be patient with it. Be patient with it.
Nice play by Natalie Gilbert there.
Yeah.
Bailing out her center back counterpart over there. Who?
Good hustle by Macy. I think if she had it again, she'd probably pulled that back and found someone crossing. We didn't have numbers, though, it looked like. Here we got a shot.
A chance here.
Oh, and it's off St. Clair. She just got a piece of that, or we might have seen the back of the net.
Yep, Gilbert stepped over and was able to block that shot by Macy Trax.
So Macy, did a good job a couple times there of getting in the right position to be where the ball was.
Those
now
two are
to a corner. Offerman will serve it up. And it goes into the box, maybe a little long. Here's another shot, and it's a goal.
Macy
I
Trax.
think Macy got it. There you go. You get a little hustle, and all of a sudden the ball finds your foot. Good goal for the Panthers.
I'm not sure who won that ball in the air. Brooke Offerman with the corner kick. I'm not sure who won that to get the assist on that goal.
Yeah, so it's nice to get that first goal.
That's a huge thing here.
So what do we do in soccer, Al? Is that at the 23-minute mark or is that the 17-minute mark? Do you count up or down when you give the goal?
You count up. So I'll
so
let you do the math, Glenn.
So that's the 23-minute?
That would be the
17-minute mark. So, all right, down from 40.
Yes.
Got it.
We're going to go with that.
If I would have known, I would have brought my calculator if I knew math was involved today.
And Peter's back in pressing again here.
You know, over the years, I've noticed, Al, that, that the real good teams are really good at after they score, they apply more pressure. You got to get that second goal because that can really take a lot out of them.
Scott with a chance.
Yeah.
Looked like Kayla crossed that, and
I think
Cece
Cece was thinking, I got to head it or foot, and then she got the head on it, and Rocco made a nice save.
She did. It was not a bad effort by Cece. Rocco did a good job of sort of not committing early. Still not an easy save.
Nice pressure by St. Clair.
This Minor, she's got a handhold there on, I think it's Maddie Schweiger. So foul called by, looks like referee Matt Scott. And Raber puts it back into play.
Always nice when you know the referees, right, Al?
It can't hurt. Well, actually it can, but hopefully not.
Did you pay any of them today before the game?
I did not.
It wasn't your turn to pay them?
Not my turn.
I saw Mr. Mike Gentile out there with some money out, so maybe he was in charge.
That is likely. Well done by Offerman. She tries to cross it, and it was cut off there. Trax heads it on to Heisinger.
Let's keep that in. Good job. Trax again with it. We seem to be winning some of these battles. We got to keep that up.
We do. Good step in by Raber there.
Real well done.
Ball.
Good job. Macy getting a piece of that, and it's up to Heisinger. Gentile takes a chance. Nice job.
Great step. Great step by Mia. And Schweiger's going to get to that ball first. Trax pokes it ahead. But Rocco's going to gobble that up.
All right, so Rocco runs it out. Pretty good kick to midfield.
Well done by Offerman.
Peters wins that.
Hannah
That's
getting up
ball.
and battling for it there.
I see. Here we go. We're in again. One
Scott,
more. Yes,
that's
and
a
she
goal.
got it. Cece got it. I saw a couple nice things. We won the ball at midfield. Heisinger did a good job. Nice assist. And then Cece found the left side of the net.
Yep, Cece was able to beat the St. Clair defender to that ball. I don't know if it was sort of deflected into her, but she won it. And then one-touch little volley there into the corner, just a clinical finish.
You know, at first I thought Cece needed one more touch to settle it, but no, she took it right out of the air. Sort of a bouncing ball. That's not an easy one to control, and she did it. So
not at all. She hit it right on the turf, which is what you want to do there. Looks like Marvin back into the game, playing the 9 again, which is the center forward.
I like the idea. You know, you bring in some fresh legs, especially you go up 2-0, and sort of like we were talking about earlier, you can really apply a lot of pressure, some fresh legs, and really wear them down a little bit.
No question, and I think Peters is a very deep team. I think they have the ability to do that, and I think we saw some of that in the early games, the first 2 games in the tournament when Peters beat McDowell and State College. I think Chloe Trapanado, number 13, also into the game for the Indians.
Well, there's a nice cross.
Breyer's back in there.
Okay, good job cleaning that up. Couple breaks there for St. Clair, and yeah, we really just don't give them much room right now.
No,
I sound a little
that's
greedy,
right.
but now that's 2-0. I want that third one, Al.
Right.
It's really put the pressure.
You
on
don't
them.
want to let down, obviously. 2-0 is, what do they say, the most dangerous lead in sports.
I've heard that before, but I'd still rather be up 2-0 than down 2-0.
I'm with you. Not sure if we've seen any subs from St. Clair, Glenn. I don't believe we have.
I don't think so.
I was able to watch St. Clair in a preseason scrimmage with Pine Richland, and that was sort of a theme there. They might not play as many players as we could see from the Indians. I don't see any lineup changes, so that could be a factor. Hopefully, Peters will use that to their advantage and turn up the pressure even further.
Well, the nice thing about the Peters program at this point is when you bring in a couple of players, there's very little drop off. If anything, it's a nice little spark because you get some fresh legs in there, and you really don't skip a beat. And usually St. Clair's like that too.
That's right. There's no question. Peters could field a pretty good second varsity team if they wanted to put a different 11 out there. Breyer almost breaks through, cut off by Natalie Gilbert for St. Clair. Gilbert with a nice ball up the sideline, and St. Clair still not able to gain possession and take it out over midfield, Glenn.
So is that Marvin playing in the middle now?
That is.
Okay, so he mixed it up a little bit.
Yes, and we've seen that. We've seen her get moved into the middle. We saw it against Bethel Park. Good play by Trapanado there.
You hear that a lot. The more you watch Chloe play, you just hear that statement a lot. It's always hustle, and she always seems to make a play when you need one.
No question. She was a key player for the Indians last year, especially last year when Regan Lavinia got hurt in the playoffs.
If you had to summarize the season, one of the biggest plays of the year, as I recall, was the game against Norwin in the playoffs, and she had a beautiful pass to Marvin to have the game-winning goal. And
That's right.
Really sort of catapulted us. I think Norwin was one of the better teams in the state, I thought.
Absolutely. I think everybody expected them to beat Peters, and Peters was able to get that win, and several others.
All right, let's see if we can swing it. Alexis sends it up.
There's
a little
Marvin.
collision there. Everyone seems all right. St. Clair chases it back to their end. Feels like the game's settled in a little bit here. Both teams are sort of over the, opening game or opening jitters, and St. Clair playing with some urgency now, being down 2-0, so that ratchets up the tempo with Peters.
A nice ball by Mackenzie Dupree to Whirl. She drops it back to Dupree. She's going to have a chance here to shoot.
Oh,
a great save by Emma Sawich.
Yeah, I think that got on her pretty quick. I don't think she saw it at first.
No, I think we had a good look at that, Glenn. It looked like it took a knuckle on the way, which tells you that Dupree hit that square on, and the ball didn't have any spin. So that's by far the best opportunity for St. Clair. And that's the kind of opportunity Peters does not want to give up. Looks like Dupree's going to take the corner.
Good job getting a piece of that.
Taken care of by Chloe, I believe.
Yeah, Trapanado got it. St. Clair gains possession back to midfield, and they swing it over. Yeah, St. Clair doesn't mess around with the ball. They really, it's one or two touches, and they get rid of it. St. Clair did a better job of us there than getting it on the ground. Now we got it, but that
Offerman took control of it there. Tried to find Breyer, but ran out of territory there. You see Offerman sitting in the defensive midfield position there, Glenn, and she's got a lot of space, and she's able to win a lot of balls here as St. Clair tries to play directly through the middle. It was handled very well by Kayla. A couple Panthers running at her, but she coolly played that back.
So what's your take on that, Al? I heard different coaches saying different things about playing the ball back to your keeper. Peter seems to do it a lot, and I like the play. Everyone's out there to make a play, and I trust Emma back there, so why not?
Absolutely. No, it's it's a decision you've got to make at the time, but that was a very good decision by Kayla to do that. Sawich was there. Sawich was ready for it, and it diffused what could have been a problematic situation. If Kayla tries to turn that, then there could be trouble, and even if she just tries to hit it out of bounds.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot on the boys' game where they're sometimes not big fans of going backwards with the ball like that.
And certainly, different coaches have different philosophies about that. And it also depends on the situation of the game, of course, too. Marvin tracks that down.
And she does. Nice job. Let's
really
see if we
good
can get a
play.
corner or opportunity here. Good
Breyer
cross.
Breyer
Still
got
a lot
the
of
cross.
pressure. We still have
Marvin
it.
again.
Is that Marvin to
Back to
Breyer? That's
Breyer.
good work.
Do it
Here we
again.
go. I had her in a goal.
Oh.
Oh, good attempt.
What good cross.
Yeah.
Good cross. Just a little over Chloe's head.
All right, so St. Clair has it in their own end. See if we can keep the pressure on.
Oh, great read by Kayla McFerrin there. Step up and win that ball.
And that'll be a goal kick for St. Clair. So here we are at Peters Township High School. 12 and a half left in the first half between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Indians. And a big section game. Peters had 2 goals, I'd say, in the first 25 minutes to take a 2-0 lead, and that's where we stand.
Good win by
Good
Hannah.
job, Hannah. All right, here we go. There's a cross. All right, St. Clair did a good job. They just out-muscled us for the ball there, 2-on-1. Now they have a little breakout.
Well, it's a good ball by Bogan.
It's going to go deep.
That's
All right,
gonna
good
run
work.
off there. Not a bad counterattack there by St. Clair.
No.
They were able to step up and bring it forward without losing possession, which they haven't been able to do that often. And that's a credit to Peters, certainly. Looks like Marvin's back on the right and Heisinger in the middle, up top.
So did they move them Coach Vereb just yell out to them to switch at a stoppage in play? Is that what happens?
I think he will, and I think he's. I think it's purposeful that he's giving St. Clair different looks with different girls in different spots as well.
So what are you looking for there? If you find something where you feel like you have a matchup advantage, then you keep it there. Keep that.
You look for
position.
that sort of thing, and as a defender, as a game goes on, if you're on the same player, you learn tendencies.
We got a shot here.
That's a great ball
Good
by
ball.
Jillian.
Pull that back in.
Heisinger.
Oh, good job.
And Heisinger gets a shot off before Rankin can close, but Rocco takes care of it.
Yeah, that was a nice play all the way around. I thought she got a pretty good shot off there. Rocco's just, tough to beat. Oh, another nice ball. And there's the
That's a good
cross.
cross.
We got
Marvin.
an opportunity. Oh, I thought it was in from this angle.
Marvin with the left foot. She got good wood on that, Glenn.
Yeah.
Rocco came out and closed that angle really well.
Yeah, she did. You're right. A lot of goalies. We're up 3-0 right now.
I think that was Maddie Schwager with the cross. And excellent ball. Excellent early ball.
Here's what I like about what Peters is doing now. It seemed like St. Clair had a little momentum burst when it was 2-0, and then the past 5 minutes have been Peters having some real opportunities. I really like where our game is right now. We got to finish out this half, right?
It feels like St. Clair is pushing forward a little more, Glenn, and Peters has been able to catch him a little bit and counter. That ball goes off Mia Gentile, and St. Clair's got, I think, their second corner kick of the night.
Yeah, they had one on the right side. What do you call it? Do you call the side from when as you're looking at the goalie, or as you're looking out from the goalie?
I think as you're looking out from the goalie.
So this is the left side?
Yep, and she is. Looks like she's going to hit an out-swinging kick here. It's an excellent corner.
Ooh. That was close there. So what's your thought there? I see mixed thoughts. Sometimes you have a left-footed player take it from there so it hooks in towards the net. Sometimes you'd put a righty. What's your thought there, Al?
I think it depends on a couple different things. Depends on the goalkeeper on the other team. How good are they at coming out and taking the ball out of the air? If they're not especially confident or especially competent at it, then you might want to swing balls in there and create a lot of traffic.
Interesting.
If you play the outswinger, then the keeper is more likely to stay in goal, stay on her line.
All right, so St. Clair keeping the ball on our end, but now Peters is trying to work it out.
Let's see if Jilly can take her at speed.
Little pushing, but that's
well
good
played.
stuff. And they got it.
Well defended there by
Jill.
St. Clair. You could hear the referee saying, play the ball, as she was trying to shield Jillian off. So
I didn't have a problem with the no call there. I think that was
I agree.
Just people battling. I'd prefer to let them play maybe a little bit more than not let them play.
Absolutely. And, a good aggressive play by Jillian there. She got called for the foul, but that's a good place to be aggressive and take that chance there. Natalie Gilbert wins that ball. Wins it and plays it back to Rankin.
That's Gilbert again, Al, really doing a good job defensively.
Natalie's very solid. She won a starting job a couple games in last year as a freshman for St. Clair, and I don't think she comes out of the game unless it's a big advantage for St. Clair. Just a very
and she's one of the girls that you coach at Beadling.
She is. And she's playing against some of her teammates here today.
So how many girls that are out there today are on one of your teams?
There are 6 girls on my 2004 team.
Very nice. Assume you guys are having a good year.
It's a lot of fun to watch them, and they're a good team.
All right, so St. Clair has it. They play it back to the 30.
It's Dupree.
Nice job.
It's a great play by Macy Trax.
Yeah.
And a great ball. Natalie Gilbert.
That was really close to having a breakaway there.
It really was. Gilbert was able to cut that off, but a great look by Trax. If that goes through, Sarah's in.
That was a great play by Cece right there. She's really strong on the ball.
Yeah,
she
Glenn,
got bumped pretty good there.
You had mentioned that earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, at the beginning of the game, about noticing a difference in her strength. And, that was an example right there. I mean, she is winning a lot of balls that are 50-50 balls. She's just overpowering.
So, an update, there's about 5.5 minutes left. First half, it's Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair nothing. St. Clair with a nice poke, and they've got a real chance here. Nice poke by Hannah. Let's see if we can get a piece and get it out of there. Ball's bouncing.
Sawich.
We got a break there, I think. There's a little bit of a misplay by St. Clair. I think the bounce sort of went our way. I don't think they saw it real well. Or
Yeah, it was just
a
dangerous, awkward ball for Peters to deal with there. Back into the box as everybody's getting out. That's where you see sometimes strange things happen.
And Emma's there again. Yeah, you called it earlier, Al. When you don't have a lot of plays in the first couple games, Emma stays back. And today she's much more aggressive and coming out. And she needs to, or St. Clair would have some good opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. Those last 2 plays, she did the right thing.
So Scott controls it, but then St. Clair gains possession. Plays it to the left side. Kayla McFerrin has it. St. Clair gets it back. All right, now it's back to midfield, and St. Clair controls again. St. Clair trying to mount a rush.
They're having some success finding the open girl in the midfield here. They haven't been able to translate it into the attacking third.
There's a nice
really
give and go. All right, played out. Heisinger worked hard to get position there, did a nice job, but St. Clair earns possession. Ooh. Like to see Kayla go after that ball and get it up top. Porosco off of St. Clair, so we got a goal kick, it looks like, right?
Goal kick.
So St. Clair's had a
Peters.
couple more subs now. They subbed a few minutes ago, and they just brought 2 more in.
They
so.
have. Can't get a read on the jerseys yet. Number 5 coming in for St. Clair.
That's Emily Rocco. That's the goalie's younger sister.
So she is returning to the game. She started off.
Correct.
Gilbert's going to play back to Jillian Rocco.
Okay, so here we go. Coach Verab's yelling up. I agree here. We got 3 minutes to go. I think we have a big push. Try to get that 3rd goal right before the half.
Yeah, you'd certainly like to keep it down in St. Clair's end for the remainder of the half and not risk them getting a late goal and getting some momentum here. St. Clair just unable to put a couple passes together for much of this.
Yeah, it's amazing to me how it seems like every time you pressure the ball up top, you usually end up with the ball in some capacity. They kick it out of bounds, or you get a turnover.
You do.
Unless there's a minute left in the game, I would think you always want to keep pressuring up top.
And we're hearing that from Coach Verab today, sort of imploring his forwards to keep the pressure on. And with his substitution pattern here, he's been able to move girls in and out and really kind of keep some pressure on those defenders.
Yeah, I agree. All right, here's a real scoring opportunity here. We're from the 11. Kayla's going to take it. Got to drop one right in the middle. Stay on side, girls.
Now St. Clair's back, so they're going to concede.
There's a ball headed out by St. Clair.
Yep.
Like to see us get a piece of that. Gentile gets it, flips it back in, but I guess there the defense pulled us up.
It was interesting.
Couldn't be offsides.
It was interesting that they opted to put a couple girls on the goal line because obviously that allows Peters to jump right in there in front of the keeper. That's another thing that sometimes coaches will do one thing, sometimes they'll do the other.
All right, so run out by Rocco. Ball's at midfield. Let's see if we can get possession. There's a collision, but Peters gets control.
Nice play by Raber there. She took a hit to make a play there.
Okay, so we're under 1 minute in the first half.
Here's Trax.
A little hustle here.
Gets behind.
Good job, Macy.
Got behind Dupree and
goal kick.
Okay.
Okay, not too much time to work with. They don't have time for maybe one quick run, but I think I'd pressure this. You got to win this ball out of the air, right? And
yep, absolutely. About 40 seconds left here, and you'd like to keep it down in that end. Hannah Stuck wins that one clean, and she's really been doing a lot of that, Glenn. She's, we haven't talked a lot about it, but she has won a lot of balls in the air, and is a big part of the reason why this game has been played with Peters attacking for most of it.
Yeah, Hannah's always been good at winning those 50-50 balls. She's very aggressive. She's very strong. Okay, so that should about do it for the first half. We'll take a break here for a little bit. We'll get you in the second half, but the first half, Peters with a real nice showing leads St. Clair 2-0. Catch you in the back half. Okay, welcome back to Peters Township High School. We got the second half of Peters and St. Clair. This is Al Lopez and Glenn McFerrin on the call here.
Peters pressing right off the bat, Glenn.
I love it. We got a nice little throw-in from there.
Yep. Try to play Marvin through. Rankin has no choice there but to play the ball out for Peters throw-in.
Yeah, throw-in right from the box. I love the cartwheel throw-in, Al. I think that's very effective from here, where you can
if you
wing
got
it
somebody,
into the box.
if you got somebody that can do it, Glenn, absolutely.
If I coach soccer, I think I'd always have like a specialist who could always do that.
It really can be a big advantage.
I don't see it in the girls' game as much. Well, in the boys' game, they throw it a little bit further, so it's
right.
That's like a corner kick.
Exactly. Breyer with a nice ball forward to Sarah. Rankin wins that and plays it out to feet. Madeline Hujak is tracked down by Jillian Marvin. I don't think Hujak's crazy about the throw-in call for Peters.
I thought it was Peters' ball, but I guess I guess she had a point there. And now they're running about 10 yards ahead of the play. So the officials get them back into their spot. St. Clair with the throw-in. They play the ball in. It's a little dangerous one, but it will roll safely out of bounds. And Sawich will have a goal kick. So just starting the second half. Peters, I thought, played a really good first half. Didn't dominate the whole time, but I thought got the better of the play, and they should be up 2-0.
They really did, Glenn. I thought they, sort of imposed their will on St. Clair, and 2-0 is absolutely a justifiable score there.
So the ball's back to midfield. St. Clair plays it back to gain control. They play it up the right side. Farron gets it up. St. Clair gets it back, plays it in.
Bogan getting physical there with St. Clair. She's able to win that ball.
Ooh, and they got it to the middle.
Forward.
And we got a little bit of trouble here.
Gentile
nice
comes over and saves the day there.
Yeah, that was a sneaky little play that St. Clair had, and Gentile did a nice job of cleaning it up, or they might have had a real scoring opportunity.
She did. Good read by Mia. St. Clair certainly starting off this half better than they started the first one there, Glenn. One goal, and they're right back in it with momentum. So, the Indians are going to want to look and sort of recapture what they had in the first half.
Get some momentum back.
They're going to get pressed by St. Clair early here. I think you see the St. Clair girls pressing forward more, being a little more aggressive when they don't have the ball.
All right, good job by Peters. Now we got a shot here. That's a free
great ball by Marvin.
Is that Heisinger going after? We got a one-on-one.
Got tangled up with Gilbert there.
Yeah, I think he felt like he had to blow the whistle because it.
Yeah, I think what you see there, I think, is if the player that fell down had position on the other girl, I think it's the right call. Certainly a good play by Sarah. Just a little unlucky, but good call. It's our friend Matt Scott making that call. Offerman takes that one out of the air. That was a very aggressive play there by Minor for St. Clair. Frankly thought that was a foul. She had some high elbows there to the Peters defender.
I guess you do that, though, Al, don't you, until you're called to figure out how tightly they're going to call it, right? You try to push the issue a little bit.
Absolutely. And I think we could anticipate that St. Clair would make a concerted effort to be more physical.
Yep.
They need to change something up here, and that might be taking the body a little bit.
All right, so the ball's played out of bounds, and St. Clair will have a throw-in from their own 20-yard line. We're about 5 minutes into the second half. It looks like the Peters student section might be moving over to the visitors' bleachers to cause some havoc. Maybe get a few rowdy red chants going.
They will be very alone over here.
Actually, a nice crowd, I think, for this is one of the bigger girls' soccer game crowds I've seen here. Probably a couple hundred people in the stands. Usually we have about 100, 150, but there's more than that today.
Yeah, no question. I think, everybody has this one circled on their calendars with the rivalry.
Okay, that was a good job by the defense there, getting that out. We got numbers here if we can gain possession of this. We got to stay on side. There's a good cross. We got an opportunity. Tough to play out of the air, but
she's got time here.
Take your time. Let's support her a little. Let's push up a little, girls. There's a cross to the other side. Marvin tracks that down. Good job. Back to Stuck. Let's settle it. You got Mia behind you, Hannah. Hannah tries to take her one-on-one.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Well defended by Maddie Hujak there.
Yeah. Raber comes up, makes a nice play, but St. Clair gains control. They swing it. That's a nice ball. Just a little too far.
Bogan tried to find Marissa Kren, but just a little heavy on the touch.
Oh, good job by CC. Get a piece of that, Sarah. Nope, St. Clair gets it, plays it out. Headed back in by McFerrin. Off of St. Clair. Here we go. We got an opportunity to move forward. I think Kayla can take about 5 more yards here. Plays it into Scott. A little over the back there. Minor.
Good play by Minor.
Yeah.
You'll see that called certainly sometimes, but this game that hasn't been. And as long as you see the consistency with those sort of plays, then as a coach, as a player, you know what to expect, and that's okay.
So St. Clair playing it to the middle. It's chipped. Like to see us be a little bit more aggressive on that ball, but St. Clair may get an opportunity here. Nice job by Raber to defend the St. Clair player from having a shot at it.
Yep, St. Clair probing into Peter's end a little more than they were in the first half. We've also seen that's left them a little bit susceptible to counterattack as well here, Glenn. We've had some chances for some crosses. Peter's,
I like that thought. I think we could really put a lot of pressure on them if we could sneak out a goal somehow. Maybe play a long ball over the defenders and find the third goal.
Yeah, it looks as I look at it now, it looks to me like St. Clair has changed their formation and they've gone to 3 defenders in the back.
So what do you think they do in that case? And maybe you can see by the players, do they move one of the defenders up or do they bring in a new forward typically?
Looks like they moved one of the defenders up. Looks like Dupree was playing more forward. It could just have been a function of what was going on right at that moment. Now that looks like they've got 4 in the back, but clearly they're asking their defenders to get forward.
Yeah.
So it may not be a formation change. A really nice ball by Worrell finding Kren out of the back, and she gets over top. This is going to be onside.
Shot. Good job by Raber.
It's a great recovery by Raber. Cheeky first touch by the St. Clair striker there. I'm not sure who that is.
So I think
that's Rocco.
Perosco played it out for Peters. So now it's a throw-in for the Panthers.
This is Kren to Worrell.
Good cross,
Anna,
but Peters is there.
Well positioned and wins that ball.
Is that Marvin?
That was Marvin.
Yeah.
Rankin steps in and wins that. So Peters is having to play a little more directly here, and St. Clair's able to jump in front of some balls. So the game this half has taken on a little bit of a different tone.
Yeah, St. Clair seems to be gaining a lot of confidence now. These last couple minutes here. Let's see. This is a pretty pivotal point in this game with 30 minutes left. If St. Clair can continue to control, Peters gets it. Ball played up, but St. Clair is able to gain possession. They play it back in. St. Clair's sort of out muscling and hustling us right now. In a good position by Marvin. Real good job there of playing that. Puts the pressure on. St. Clair gets it back. Plays it up.
Physical battle over there, Glenn.
Yeah. And that ball's played in a corner. If it stays in, it's an opportunity. Okay. Hey, I'd like to call out a couple of folks. It's our the fine young ladies working the cameras today. Brooke Messonnier and Sophia Kale are manning the video portion of this telecast. So when you see them, congratulate them on a nice job.
Making it all possible.
Not sure what that pays, but I'm sure they're doing very well.
I think they might be better compensated than we are, Glenn.
I would imagine.
Oh, that's a great
nice
hit.
Ball and it's a goal.
Boy, what a strike. That's Alexis Worrell.
Yeah, we got a little lazy in the back there, I think.
She had some space and one time that Emma Sawich had no chance.
Yeah.
Into the upper 90, the upper
so
corner of the goal.
Yeah, well done by St. Clair. And you can see the momentum right now. It's completely swung to St. Clair. So let's see what happens. This is game on, Al. This is good stuff. 2-1, 2-1 Peters, but St. Clair has the momentum and little jump in their step. This is where good teams step up and they take the game back over.
That's right. You know, first couple minutes after a goal is critical for both teams. Minor stolen by Schweiger.
All right, let's carry. Go ahead and carry it. Ball played long, but St. Clair steps in front.
St. Clair's really forcing the Indians to try to play those longer, more direct balls here. They're taking the center of the midfield away.
Yeah, I hear Coach Vereb yelling, "Connect." We're, sometimes we're just missing completely. Other times we're making good efforts to connect, just not doing it. Either way, it's not happening.
No, that's something Peters is going to have to try to remedy, or it's going to be a long half of watching St. Clair with the ball.
St. Clair has it at midfield.
Kren very strong on the ball there. And Worrell comes through.
They're really methodically working it downfield. Raber gets a piece of it, but we might have another breakaway.
Sawich just beating Rocco to that ball. A little deflection off of Raber after a tough ball played in from Worrell.
So at this point now, I think this is sort of anyone's game. I know we got a 2-1 lead, but St. Clair has momentum. The fans seem to be fired up and into it now.
No question,
And
Glenn.
Peters a little bit back on the heels of their feet.
You can hear, St. Clair gaining confidence here with every play.
So there's another opportunity there. Sawich came out.
Yeah, beating Carson Bogan to the ball, but Bogan's putting some real pressure on up there.
Okay, let's see if we can get it down here.
And Schweiger lays it back to McFerrin.
Oh. Could have done a little give and go there.
Yeah, Peters just a little out of sync. They need to find their feet here this half.
Good piece. We got plenty of room. Yeah, I hear Coach yelling move, but we're not really moving that much, Al.
No, it's they.
All right, here we go. We got possession now. Scott gets it, plays it over. Nice job
It's a
by
good
Macy.
play by Trax.
Yeah, she can pull this in. We got an opportunity. We got to crash the net here.
Cuts it behind Gilbert, and Rankin steps in and wins that. So handled well by St. Clair, but nice play by Macy Trax to shield Dupree off and get a look here. Indians need more of that.
So it looks like Trapanado enters for the Indians. She's up top. Who's that carrying it in there? Is that Trax carrying it?
No, this is Trax here. That was Trapanado. Scott with a shot.
Okay. Yep.
Maybe a little wide, maybe a little high, but not a bad effort. Good to see the Indians, within range and trying to get something on goal there, Glenn.
Yep. So we're down to 25 minutes left in this game. Tons of time left. The score: Peters 2, St. Clair 1. In the first meeting of these two for the year.
Good step up by Kayla McFerrin there.
Let's see if that stays in. Oh. Thought we'd have shot to play that one. I think Chloe may have thought that was off of them. But anyway, St. Clair with the throw-in. That's another tough ball, but Emma's going to be there to clean it up.
Can hear Coach Vereb sort of imploring his girls to get it going, trying to pick up the energy.
He may have heard us talking about how important this part of the game is and realizes that, If we think it's important, he has to get the troops going.
I think that's likely. Scott with the ball. Plays Offerman. Outside to Mia Gentile.
Get out of bounds.
Tries to find Trax.
Oh, nice play.
Comes right back to Mia, and she finds Offerman again, and Offerman to Cece. Well, this is better here, Glenn. Offerman tries from distance there.
The Peters students thought if it goes on top of the net that it's a goal. I don't think they realized it needs to go in the net.
Glenn, my mom would think that was a goal. She's probably watching, and she's probably thinking that was a goal right now.
All right, so Rocco plays it out. Ball gets all the way through and all the way out of bounds.
Good decision by Kayla there, opting to let it go instead of playing a bouncing ball.
So we got 23 and a half minutes left in a 2-1 game. Game that was St. Peter's got the benefit of the first half play, and the second half has been all St. Clair.
Yeah.
Now let's see what happens from this point out.
That last couple minutes there, Peters was finally able to put a couple passes together up top and really look dangerous.
Yeah. There's a couple times. I hope we don't. There's a good play in by Gentile. Giving chase is Trapanado. Ball sort of played out. Stuck giving chase, but St. Clair gets it. Back to the middle, and they swing it. More pressure, but St. Clair does a nice job of handling it.
St. Clair handled that very well.
Hannah did a nice job there. Back to Kayla. Up to Trapanado, but St. Clair gets it. Played back in. Emma should clean that up.
Yep.
Ball won by Offerman. Over to Cece. Played over to Trax. Trax giving chase. She wins it, and she's in. Let's crash the net. That should be a corner. No, nice play by Rocco. Yeah, we would have had a corner on that.
Yeah, Trax did a nice job getting by Dupree over there and created a dangerous chance.
Well, there's a good ball, and St. Clair has a shot. Oh, Peters played it off each other. Raber giving chase. She gets it up the line. Gentile has it. St. Clair pokes it away. And it goes out. I believe it should be a Peters throw.
Should be Peters throw. Rocco couldn't get back to that ball before it went out of bounds.
All right, so another throw for Peters. I don't know if I missed a sub there. I thought I heard a whistle, but maybe not. I see a couple of Panthers getting ready to go in, but they have to get possession.
About 21 minutes left, so you would expect to see some substitutions. Looks like two Panthers ready to come in.
Cross. Peters collects it. Played up.
See, Kayla really didn't have a lot of options there.
Yeah, I think she could have carried it a little bit, but yeah, get the ball out of there. Minert carries it up for the Panthers. Plays it to the left wing. Nice play by, was that Stuck? Got a foot on it. Hannah gets it again. Nice chip.
See if Schweiger can track this down, and she will. Left-footed serve. That's a great cross.
And it's played, and it looked like it was going in the net, but
looked like it had a chance.
Yeah.
Trax
put it back. It's bouncing like that.
Yeah, no question. I thought Trax handled that very well.
What's the key to that, Al, when it's crossing? You're just trying to get on top of it, get the top of the foot on it?
Yeah, well, you saw there, it was so close to goal that Trax used the inside of her foot. And you've got a little more control of that. You're not going to hit it as hard with the inside of the foot, but that close you don't need to. Marvin and Breyer back into the game for Trax and Schweiger on the outsides again, keeping fresh players up top to really track the defense down.
Yeah. Ball's played in by St. Clair, played back to Sawich. She boots it out.
Well done by Emma
St. Clair's
Sawich.
the first of the ball. Oh,
She's going to be offside.
Peters fanned on it. But
I am not sure why. If I missed it, maybe Peters played that back. If
no,
not,
I don't think they did.
If not, that should have been an offside call. Doesn't matter if the Peters player fanned on it.
So it looks like a throw-in for the Panthers after a scrum. So we got just under 19 left in the half, or in the game, with the score Peters 2, St. Clair 1. St. Clair controlling the action. Oh, they keep playing it back. Here's a chance for us to pressure
Here
a
now
little bit.
Peters is
Play it all the way
stepping
back.
up the pressure a little bit. I like to see that.
Yeah, make him earn it. Good hustle.
Good play by Marvin.
And there's a 50-50 ball. St. Clair wins it. They play it up. Little too
Kren
much,
with
and
a
there's a nice ball.
Nice ball through.
Now it's chipped out.
Handled very well by Mia Gentile.
And,
but a dangerous
and
ball.
Peters ends up with it.
Dangerous diagonal ball into the box.
Yeah. So there's the throw. Ahead. St. Clair gets it. Little played into the box.
World plays that one over top.
Okay. Sawich comes out and gets the bounce. We got a little bit of a break there. If that's the St. Clair player gets ahead on that, that might be in the net. So, anyways, we run it out. A little push in the back,
and there's the
they call that one.
There's the call. 2 hands in the back.
All right,
We'll
let's
get
see
you that call whether you use them or not sometimes. And that time she used them to win that ball.
So Raber's going to take the free kick. She's letting all her players get in place. She plays it from midfield, plays it into the top of the box. St. Clair gets a head on it, trying to control it. Offerman gets a piece of it. It's a header. Let's keep the pressure on, girls. Try to get this. Which way are they calling that one?
Looks like
St. Clair gets it. Oh, no. All right.
Okay. I did think that was
like
a Peters
got
throw.
it.
Breyer did a good job.
I think it's down further. Anyways, Kayla throws it in quickly. Back to Kayla. There's a cross that hits off a St. Clair player. Now we got a shot in
Good
the
effort
box.
by CC
CC's
Scott.
going after it.
Minert did a nice job of cleaning that up. Really cheeky play by CC Scott. Almost was able to get behind her there.
All right, so now we got a St. Clair throw. All right, we know what's coming here, Al, right? There's 16 minutes left. St. Clair's going to bring everything at us. We've got to stand our ground, make some counterattacks, and put one in the net and put this game away.
That's right. That's right. I think Peters will play smart. They're not going to get too many girls forward. They're going to make sure that they're balanced back.
Good step.
St. Clair will have to get more and more aggressive going forward.
There's a throw in for St. Clair. They play it short. Headed out by Raber. It's still in the air. Settled by St. Clair. They play it back. Let's see if they swing it. Almost a nice play by Marvin to step in front of that. There's a cross. St. Clair has it. That's a cross. Nice job by
Well
Gentile.
done by Gentile.
Let's settle it, Chloe. Turns, gets it up to Breyer. St. Clair ends up with the ball back over our head. Now they're in. We got a one-on-one, and it's off of Peters, I believe.
We ball played in over the top there and cut Peters off-footed. Good recovery and an excellent chance there, Glenn, for St. Clair to tie it up.
Yeah, and now they still have a good chance on the corner.
St. Clair's bringing some players up to win this ball. I'm surprised I don't see more up there, to tell you the truth, Glenn.
Peters going to get a break there. Ball was a little deep and tried to head it in, but couldn't quite control it. So we got a goal kick with 14 and a half left. Still, score remains. It's Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair 1, and what's been a good game. It's a game of two halves.
Heisinger back in for Trapanado. Heisinger playing up high at the 9.
St. Clair trying to get to the middle of the field again, and they do. St. Clair's really moving the ball around really well. But here we got a shot here. There's played to the outside. Is that Hannah making a run?
That's Hannah.
We don't have the
tracking
numbers,
her.
but we got an
Oh, it's a great
opportunity, and there's
ball.
a chip.
Mm.
Nice play by Rocco. Heisinger giving chase, but Rocco came out and beat her to it.
Good look by Stock.
Yeah.
Dangerous ball there.
Yep. Now St. Clair is going to try to work it up the field. Minert takes it, plays it to the middle. Good step. I think that's Offerman there giving chase. Good step by Caleb, but St. Clair gets it. Breyer gets a piece of it. Offerman. St. Clair earns that one. Gentile steps up. Tries to play it to the right wing, but no one's there, so St. Clair with the throw-in.
Number 16 into the game for St. Clair in the middle there. That's Elle Snyder. As she gathers the ball and turns and takes it over midfield. Great play by CC
Good job,
Scott.
CC. Plays it up to Breyer. Breyer has it. Let's see if she can take her one-on-one. Plays it to the corner. Heisinger gives chase. St. Clair is a poke, and we'll take that. So we got a throw-in for Peters with 12 and a half left. Pretty deep in their territory, Al. Here's a real shot to maybe play it to the middle and get a shot from the 10-yard line or so and go to the top shelf. Good corner or cross by Offerman. Scott gives chase, but St. Clair gets it, but kicks it out of bounds.
Be great for the Indians if they can just keep some territorial pressure here in possession.
Right. Wears them out a little bit, kills
with
some clock.
A one-goal lead at this point.
Nice play by that defender back there.
Yeah, Gilbert shields that out. Wins a goal kick for St. Clair.
I see Trapanado coming back in. I think that's Trapanado for Scott.
Yep, that's CC going out for a break. Trapanado into the midfield. As we get a little closer to the end of the half here, Glenn, we might see some more frequent substitutions from Coach Vera.
Yeah.
Sort of
And
break
that's
up the
truly
game.
to shorten the game, right?
Shorten it, break, try to keep St. Clair out of a rhythm. And if you've got that depth, then certainly an advantage.
So St. Clair brings in a couple of fresh players.
Looks like Bogan joining Rocco up top.
So we got 10:45 left. St. Clair with the throw in. They play it back. Heisinger gives chase. They cross field. Bringing it up in the middle now. They play it to the left corner. It's a nice ball.
A great ball by Dupree.
I think that's Rocco with it.
That is Rocco.
She pulls it down. I think that might be another corner.
Yep, that's Emily Rocco.
Yep.
Wins the corner.
That's their second corner in the past couple minutes. And
let's see if St. Clair brings more players up here. They've still got two back. Glenn, I'm surprised about that.
Why not just have one back?
Well,
it's tough to get a rush from this, right?
If it's earlier in the game, now you see Peters defending with 11, and St. Clair still has two defenders back. So, surprised about that.
There's
what was the instant replay from the last corner?
Yeah.
Just glancing off of, I think is that Minert's?
It was last time. I think it was this time as well.
Yeah, off of Minert's head.
They're really pressuring this throw. It goes free, and St. Clair gets it. We really need to do a better job, Al, I think, of getting it out. It's our ball. That's a turnover when we don't
I'd like to see
get possession
like to see
of
Peters be a lot more aggressive and addressing those balls, winning those balls.
Yeah. Okay, so the ball rolls harmlessly out of bounds, and Sawich will have a free kick.
Under 10 minutes, just about 9 minutes left.
All right, so Sawich plays out. Seems like we might be playing into a little bit of a wind right now. So Peters with the throw. This is one of those I really want to see us win it. I know we always play on the sidelines, but sometimes I think you can go in the middle to gain some possession. There's a good header. Minard ends up getting it. Stepping is Raber to midfield. Trapanado gets a piece of it. Offerman and Trapanado and a couple Panthers going at it. St. Clair comes out of the pack. Play it up. Raber has it off the side. McFerrin can't save it. Quick throw by St. Clair. They're really pressing the issue now.
Looks like another corner.
Or a goal. Yeah, I don't think
goal kick. Okay.
Yeah. That was an opportunity I think St. Clair would like back. Right.
I
you
think
either get a cross on that or it's gotta go off
absolutely.
one of our
Absolutely. You at least want to get a corner kick out of that.
So we got 8 minutes left. Sawich kicks it out to midfield. Looks like a little over in the back. Minard didn't like the call.
I probably wouldn't have liked it either if I was down there.
I liked it a lot. All right, 7:45 left in the game. Raber's going to take the free kick. Just plays it to the right side. Is that Macy over there?
That's Schweiger over there.
That's Schweiger over there. Yeah, it is. And Trapanado, Schweiger giving chase.
Schweiger driving and
good pull back over to Trapanado. It was tipped, but she got it. Now back to Offerman. Ball's played in, but out of bounds. Don't mind it, but maybe we had a shot at either another cross or a service ball.
Yeah, you know what you want to make sure there you don't hold the ball too long and have a counterattack. So I think.
Right.
All
right, so St. Clair gets it. McFerrin with a step. Heisinger gives chase, gets a piece of it. Ooh. Okay. St. Clair just stole about 20 yards of possession there on a throw-in. Scott back in the game. She collects it, plays it to the right side. Marvin gives chase. Good battle there. Looks like it's off of Marvin. In the first half, Peters was winning a lot of those 50-50 balls and maybe out-hustling. This half, it's been the opposite. Here's St. Clair attacking again.
A little over 6 minutes left. Good step
really
by
crunch
Mia
time
there.
now, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mia did a nice job of stepping up there and forcing the St. Clair player to dribble it out of bounds. Savvy move by the senior.
Throw in for St. Clair. Marvin got a piece of it. Heisinger controls it to Marvin. Marvin plays it up. Scott gives chase. A little collision. St. Clair gets it out. Like to see us put more pressure in the midfield area. They seem to be owning the midfield right now.
Yeah, that's something they've done a nice job with, and that's probably the key to the second half being a little different, Glenn. St. Clair seems to have numbers in the midfield more often than not.
All right, ball's up in the air. St. Clair collects it. They get it at the midfield. They try to cross it. Breyer gets a piece of it. Marvin in a battle. St. Clair gets it. Chipped away. St. Clair again. Play it to the left corner. It's off of us, so it's either a corner or they're going to get a good job by Rachel, I think, to make it a throw versus a corner.
Good hustle, and that could end up being a big difference.
St. Clair plays it short. Marvin gives chase. Gentile did a nice job there, and we're going to see if they got a stoppage. Not sure. Why would there be a stoppage?
Well,
Al?
that's a new rule this year, Glenn. Under 5 minutes, substitutions, the clock stops.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if it's only a 1-goal game or what the story is, but
I got it.
That is the right call.
I don't remember voting on that, but that's fine. Same for both teams, right?
Absolutely. And it takes away something in the coach's arsenal to bleed games out at the end. But frankly, I think it's a good rule. I'd rather see playing than substitutions.
I think
We've
they
got
missed
a corner.
that call here, Al. That looked like it was off the St. Clair player out of bounds. But anyways, they got a corner. We headed out. They're going to get a shot potentially.
Oh,
Stuck.
Good play
got
by
a piece
Hannah
of it.
stepping in there and blocking that shot. Peters handled
She
that really
plays it.
well,
Let's see
Glenn.
if Heisinger can give chase. They did, and they kick it out of bounds, so we got a throw in. So now we're under 4. Now they're going to throw everything at us, so we just got to hold our ground, just make our plays. Don't panic, right?
Yep, that's right. That's right. Peters will not be taking any chances with the ball.
Right.
And they'll be getting it forward as much as they can.
And this is a good job here. It's up to Heisinger. Like to see us win that battle there. There's back to the midfield. St. Clair gets it, controls it, steps
Good step by Hannah. It's not going to give back to the keeper.
Ooh. St. Clair plays it to left side. They're going to run it up. Peters retreats to give them room. They cross it. Offerman got a piece of it. Scott serves it up. Nice job to Heisinger.
See
I'd
if
crash the net
Heisinger-
here. Let's crash the net.
She's
See
going
if
to
we
take
can't
it to
go-
the corner, Glenn, and try
Try to earn a corner.
bleed some time off and earn a throw or a corner.
Okay, so we got a throw. So you like that, where you're going to bleed some time versus trying to be aggressive and go for the third goal.
Yeah, it's a real judgment call. I mean, I think if you feel like you can get to goal,
You'd
like to see
but
it.
the odds weren't that good, so I think I like the play percentages, right?
I like the decision there.
Played back in by Stuck. Hannah's done a nice job this last couple minutes, continuing to control that middle now. That's what I want to see Hannah doing.
Yeah, she's been very, very strong there. Good step by Kayla.
All right, we got a shot here.
We're going to play on. She's going to take it to the corner.
And that's a corner.
Well done. Very smart by Kayla. She's earned a corner kick, and you might see Peters do a short corner here, Glenn. And
that's what, to kill more time?
Kill
and
more
do
time.
The same thing? I hear you. I'm usually not a big fan of that play, but in this case, I'm with you.
Yeah, we just went under the 2-minute mark, so I would advocate for it here. Looks like Peters is going to play this in and try to ice it right here.
Got a minute 45. Rachel can move the ball around a couple times, maybe kill a minute 45.
It could happen.
So she plays in. There's a good ball.
That's
There's
a really
chance.
nice ball.
Oh, that ball happened to get through too. We've seen some corners today that have gotten all the way through. Scott plays it in. Some elbows being launched. Here we got a throw.
That's got to be a Peters throw.
I don't mind when St. Clair grabs it when it's our ball. It's just going to waste more time. So we got a minute and a half, minute 15. Let's continue to control. All right, St. Clair has it. They're going to make a run up the right side with a minute to go. They play it up. And it's going to roll to Emma.
Sawich.
Yep, and she has it. So 53 seconds. Emma really didn't waste any time there. Probably could have run 10 seconds off, but that's okay. St. Clair gets it at midfield. They play it to down the side.
Well done by
Good
McFerrin.
step by Kayla. Minard ends up with it. Trax giving chase. Good job. And cleaned up. Is that Paraska that cleaned that up?
Good play by Paraska
Yep,
to
well
win
done.
that.
They got to play it back to Rocco. So here we are, 25 left. We got one more clear, girls, and that should do it. Hannah with the header. Come back and get a piece of it. One more. Trax give chase. Heisinger has it. Over to Trax. Trax has
12
it.
seconds left.
And that's off of, it looks like Peters. So
Yep.
the last throw, as they count it down. A good game here at Peters.
That's going to do it. Yep. 2-0 lead for Peters at half.
The good guys won it, which is good, but it feels a little bit like Rocky 1, Al, where I think Apollo Creed came out of that thinking he should have won the fight because St. Clair is going to be ready for us next time.
Absolutely.
Right.
We will.
So this is Glenn McFerrin and Al Lopez, and we will see you next game, but enjoyed this one today. Thanks.